Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC, and yep, we're taking a look at another Civivi. I know you guys probably just saw my Badlands Vagabond review, and like I said, Civivi just keeps on pumping them out. They're pumping them out so much that they had to create a whole new brand in Sencut. So no, it's phenomenal the amount of knives, the amount of good knives. I mean, very well made knives that we Civivi and now Sencut puts out. But we are going to be checking out the Civivi Pintail today. A very, very interesting little knife. You can see there you've got the olive drab sort of micarta there. It's a little, this one hasn't quite broken in. It feels like it's going to take, you know, like a natural patina really well. It's got a little bit of slip to it, but not bad. Not bad. It's pretty smooth right now, but it's gonna get there. It's not too bad. Now you've got stainless liners on it, deep carry pocket clip with recessed screws, just like the Vagabond, the Badlands Vagabond did. Very nice. Again, you know, I say this every time, and it really should go without saying, is it's a wee Civivi built knife, so it's just the build quality is just always there, in my opinion. We do have a reversible pocket clip for right or left hand tip-up carry. Now in this one, in the micarta, they do not have the recessed area, which again, doesn't really bother me. Either way, I think it looks, I mean, it really doesn't matter. You know, you either have the two holes or you have the two holes and the milled out area. So you still got a little bit of, for a lack of better wording, unclean type scale. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's just there's holes here because there's nothing filling them right now. Lanyard fans, yes indeedy. You do have a spot for your lanyard. Very, very cool. Let's check out our centering real quick. Centering on this one is pretty much right on. Very, very happy with the way that lines up. If anything, I mean, yeah, it's pretty darn good. Maybe just a tad to the show side, but I mean, not bad at all. Flipper, dual thumb stud. Can't go wrong there. Multiple deployment options. Action, yeah. Action's there. Really, really nice. Whoops, that was me. That wasn't the knife. There we go. Just a flip, and it comes right open. Jimping, yeah, it's got some jimping. I like this. Now, if you remember, I said on the Vagabond that it was maybe a little more aggressive than it needed to be. This one's just about perfect. Really like the jimping on that one. Blade, S35 VN on this one. Now, this is where I see Civivi kind of moving to. You know, you got the micarta, S35 VN, blade steel. I'm going to throw it out there right now, though. S35 VN and micarta, what, 80, just over $83 for this one. And there's actually a lot of different versions of this one. Well, 5, okay. Is 5 a lot? Maybe, maybe not. It's a few, it's a lot, however you want to call it. But 5 different versions, all of them in that $83 range. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. S35 VN, as I said, I really, really like the look of this drop point blade. I really like the look of this blade. Nice swedge there on the spine. Even got a ramp that, oh yeah. The ramp and jimping really, really just makes it able just to lock that grip in. Now you do not have, you could, I wouldn't, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, definitely not quite as defined as the choil was on the Badlands Vagabond. It's a little smaller. I mean, if you really hug it, you're going to get it. It's going to bite. So if you have to, you're definitely going to want to kind of sort of squeeze the trigger, so to speak, and stay back on that flipper tab, or else you're going to get bit. Well, I would get bit. We'll just say that. Again, a really, really nice looking blade shape on that. And the action, like I said, pretty darn good. Let's get some measurements. Now, this is definitely a little bit smaller than our Badlands Vagabond was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, we're not quite even 7 inches. 6 3/4 really is what I'm going to call it. Maybe just a hair over. Your handle length, just shy of 4 inches by about 1/8 of an inch. And then your blade length is right about 3 inches with a cutting edge of 2 3/4-ish, 2 7/8 if you wanna hash it out. We didn't look at that. I'll give you a little bit better, closer look up at that choil. Sorry about that. I didn't do that earlier. Let's see. Grip length. What's our grip length? 1, 2, just over 3. It's definitely a smaller knife. There you go. My 3 3/4 inch hand. Now I can get a full 4-finger grip on it with my hand. I really, really like the way it sits in my hand. We'll talk about more a little bit later after we get our weight and after we do our carry. We kind of do things in order here. I don't know if you like that or not, but it's just really helpful for me. I'll tell you that right now. Again, a pretty darn good weight on this one. 78 grams. 2.8 ounces. I think the Badlands Vagabond was pushing, it was right about 3. Sorry about that. Had a puppy nose her way in the door. Yeah, I think the Badlands Vagabond was sitting right about 3 ounces. So, again, a really, really good weight. I love it. Carries so nice, so easy. Again, Civivi does deep carry well. Yes, they do. Disappears. Again, good retention on this clip. I really, really like. Yeah. Really, really like the tension on that clip. Great retention. Pretty easy in, pretty easy out of the pocket. Just overall done really well. The pintail. What do I like? What do I don't like? The build quality and everything, it's always there for me with Civivi. I'll tell you right now, the one thing I really don't like, I'm not crazy about those black thumb studs. I know all the other hardware is black, and I have no issue with that. Those black thumb studs just look odd to me. I mean, it kind of looks like the eyes of an, I don't know, what is that, a gator or, I don't know. It aesthetically, I mean, it doesn't affect the operation of the knife or anything like that. It's an aesthetics thing. I wish they would have went with just plain, blade, silver, yeah. I don't know. It just looks odd to me, Let me know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think about it? But I think it looks just a little, I mean, it does kind of look like eyeballs, though, doesn't it? It looks like a gator's head and eyeballs, or a pelican. That's what it looks like. A pelican. There you go. Anyway, overall, I love the blade shape. I love the ramp. Civivi's hollow grind, I'm one of the best done out there. It's a really good slicing knife. It feels really good in hand. There again, it's smaller. Y'all with larger hands, I'm sorry. It might not be the one that you would choose, but you do have the lanyard option, so there's always ways around it. No forward finger choil. It's not a huge thing for me. I mean, I have plenty of knives with a forward finger choil, so if I need to do something, I'll pick one, Yeah. It's just a solid little knife. Like I said, just over $83 on these. Now, I did say there was quite a few different versions. There's actually a brown micarta version, kind of a darker brown micarta. Then you have, I'm going to slaughter the name of this wood, and I tell you what, I tried to look it up in the dictionary. Couldn't find it. I tried to find out how to pronounce this. But it's Cuibourtia. Cuibourtia is the only thing that's remotely coming to mind. Hey, if you want to correct me down in the comments, please do, because I'd actually like to know the proper pronunciation for it. But it's that type of wood, and a Damascus blade looks really, really interesting. I'll leave links to everything down so you can check it out. There's also a black twill carbon fiber and Damascus blade, and then you have a dark green micarta with a blacked out blade. All of them, $83. So not bad overall. Again, the review team of Little Red and Blue, they give it, excuse me, they give it an 8.5. It's a solid knife. Nothing really makes it stand out. The thumb studs, that's an aesthetics thing for us. That's not a, you know, you either like it, you don't care. You know what I mean. It's not, it doesn't affect the operability of the knife at all. Really, I really like this knife, guys. Of the two, well, you know what? Let me find it. Here it is. It's still here. Of these two that I just, and both of these, by the way, came via the Apex Pass Around group. I did forget to mention that. My apologies. They came from the Apex Pass Around group, of course, from Civivi themselves. Seth, very generous as always to us. Now there it is. It's a smaller knife. Let's get the bug out there as well, because I didn't do that. You guys are saying, where's my size comparisons? Well, there they are. You can pretty much make a pintail sandwich with the bug out and the Badlands Vagabond. Gives you an idea of just kind of how small it is. So, but I like it. I like the smaller knives. It's got a great weight. It carries well. Yeah. For my work, you know, the blade, it's a little short. It's not bad. It works just fine. There you go. You got good access to the liner on this one. So where the Vagabond, Badlands Vagabond, didn't necessarily have that cut out, you do kind of there. Good access overall. Just a solid little knife. Oh, another really well done Civivi. I mean, that's really all you can say. And I like, basically to me with Civivi, it really comes down to aesthetics, because the operability is going to be there, your build's going to be there. It's whether you like the style of knife. To me, that's what it boils down to. And I do. I really like the style of this one, of the Pintail. So thanks again to the Apex Pass Around. Thanks again to Civivi for sending these out. As always, let me know what you think, guys. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know